Hello, y'all. I'm your host, Leader Johnson, and we here at LeBron James Radio on Hardcore Sports Network to talk LeBron James. It's live. See right now the economy is up 400%, ladies and gentlemen. So if you about your business, be out there because I think see. So when we get back on probably, excuse me, other show, LeBron James Radio, man, we're gonna talk more about LeBron James, Kevin Love, Ben Simmons, LeBron James. Just how good this roster could be. And Jaylen Brown's press conference, man. He's here. All right, we get back on.
If I ain't doing the right thing, then what's doing the right thing? Will in the left cushion, the right pain. Only know one posture. A Rick ice stain, sweat pouring out my glands. Fuck grams, I need cream. I done blacked out somebody trying to kill me, man. Fighting through this battlefield as ill as I am. Can't go like this. This really happening, fam. Now I'm feeling crazy cause I wasn't even fucked up. Seamless if bad luck coming my way, well at least it's luck. Stacking dollars one at a time, at least it's a buck. If Christ ain't in front of me, then at least it's a book. Smoke weed, hit weights like took. If you ain't strong, you might end up a crook. Weak man with a pistol, strong arm crook. Seasoning the game just right, it's almost time to cook. Where my food at?
All these niggas trying to get my stride, trying to tell me how to live my life, but they don't know the consequences when you play that game. Little homie, you can lose your life, but they don't know. I lead and they follow. They follow my lead. I lead and they follow. They listen to me.
Can we on here line LeBron James Radio on Follow You Sports, man? Listen, it's big right now, and we're gonna get right to it because it's a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about, man. You got the Ben Simmons returning rumors. And I'm all for that. Say which one. I'm all for that. Ben Simmons returning, playing for the Philadelphia 76ers. A guy that was a playmaker, pass. And in this type of situation, he's not being the guy that's going to be a star. So it can be even more scary. Let's go right to it, man. Right here. And we're talking about unbelievable to even see this coming, man. Ben Simmons, interested in bringing the Sixers. The Sixers are interested in bringing him back to play for a 1-year minimum deal. And Ben Simmons already said he's willing to play that for any team. If you look at this situation, man, it's kind of like the LeBron situation. It makes you funny. Because Rich Paul was talking him up before LeBron even committed to the Sixers. Seriously, he was talking about him anyway. And so he was talking about if he come back and play the 5, how good it would be. Now you look back at it, you're like, why would he even be bringing in Ben Simmons right now? And the next thing you know, LeBron is there. And he's putting, Ben Simmons is posting LeBron shoes. And you got all these teams talking about they were in contact with him. Like when LeBron James, before he committed to the Sixers, you heard Rich Paul say all the teams that were contacting him. He's hyping them up again. It's not no clarification if he's his agent, but he's definitely supporting him. He put his name out there. During the time it was about LeBron. There's only a couple of guys you really heard during this time, and they were all Sixers. Like when you talked about other guys that incorporate them with the team, it was the Sixers. I mean, it was just they were actually paying with the Sixers. But now you talk about Ben Simmons. Actually, if you bring him back at the 5 right now, total free agent, you never hear nobody talk about, but he talked about him. So it was kind of crazy to even see that situation. But another thing that's big now, if they bring Ben back, first off, everybody talking about how crazy it would be. Ben Simmons could be a 16-point center. Think about it. Look at this bench. If you got Dean Wade, KCP, you got LeBron Filan, you got Anthony Simons. You get Ben Simmons there. You talking about a point center, a guy like that who can still float. His athleticism is back. He's been training with the Australian national team. He could make that, which I think he's going to do it. They're saying he's back. His athleticism is back, and that was big. His back was hurt, but you put him there. And then you got LeBron running point for the starters. And you got 2 ball handlers like that. I'm telling y'all, I think it's going to happen because the way it was talked up. I was telling y'all this about the Sixers on Follow Leader Sports. I said, he's just like he's going to commit to the Sixers. It's just like the better situation for what he wants, better team. They get Jaylen Brown. I said he's going. It just looked like he's coming to the Sixers. Until it happened, I couldn't clear because it was too big. Me being a fan, I said, and then being an analyst at the same time. I'm telling you, as an analyst, what it looks like. But as a fan, I'm like, man, this got to happen, you know. But so it happened. So Ben Simmons, it just looks like they give him the same type of formula to go to the Sixers. And you're talking about him. I mean, one guy was like chemistry, you know, it ain't no chemistry. People don't forget he quit. First off, he didn't quit the team. Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid open their mouth. You don't tell. Doc Rivers is a coach. Say, I don't know if he's an all-star point guard or he's a point guard for a championship team. And then Joel Embiid was saying the same thing. If y'all everybody remembers, I just remember he was like shaking his head or something like the team quit on him. When you see the coach and the best player, like you pretty much don't have no thought. When the coach and the best player losing confidence, I mean, come on. Talk about it quit. It was crazy. But it was big. Now we got Kevin Love, man. Kevin Love has told his agent, got in contact with his agent, and got in contact with the Sixers and said they want to play with LeBron James before he retires. He's going to retire next year, and he wants to play with the Sixers. I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all thinking it could be one or the other, y'all crazy. Sixers has cut 2 people to bring both of them here just to give LeBron his chemistry. You got Ben Simmons, who is LeBron was his mentor. Everybody was calling him the next LeBron, right? He's coming back with him. Used to have his agent. Then you got Kevin Love. That's his boy. They won a championship together just to make LeBron comfortable. That's why they got KCP. So just look out for that. We're going to see at least one going. I see Ben Simmons for sure, but don't think they can't cut somebody and bring Kevin Love in. All right, if y'all think that can't happen, listen. They done contacted. They have contacted LeBron. Like, look, I want to come play with you. That's how KCP was. Listen, people want to come play for LeBron. It's just LeBron right now. Ben Simmons is practicing with the national team, Australian national team. I think it'd be crazy. Super crazy. These pictures here, man, we looking at these guys was out and they was playing golf. They were going crazy a little bit, man. Listen, he came out and said it himself. This is his team. And he said it himself. This is KD talking about his own team. He's saying that this team on paper is better than the 2017-18. Let's break it down. Klay Thompson, shooting guard, right? But VJ Edgecombe, number 3 pick, was more highly touted than Klay Thompson was coming out. Top 3 pick. Look how he had 16 a game in his first year. Good on both sides of the ball. Klay Thompson will have a hell of a time with a guy like this. It wouldn't even be, listen, he's better than Klay Thompson. Now, Steph Curry and Maxey, we know Curry's better than Maxey. But Maxey had 28 points a game last season. So, listen, it wouldn't be like he wouldn't get his. He's going to get his. Then we got Jaylen Brown and Kevin Durant. We all know Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. But Jaylen Brown. So, it wouldn't stop Jaylen from being him. And then Kevin Durant going to have some problems. Ain't like he's better than Kevin Durant. But he's going to have some problems with Jaylen Brown because he's one of the best two-way players in the league. LeBron James against Draymond Green. Are you kidding me? Are we even going to talk about that? Joel Embiid against Zaza Pachulia? Yeah. Yeah. So if we're looking at that, we're saying Curry and Durant will have the only 2 ups on their team. And then you're talking about Brown matched with Durant, and you're talking about Maxey with Curry. These are 2 all-stars. But anyway, man, I'm just telling y'all, listen, this is starting 5. It's the best in 6. It could be the best 6 in history. I think that you got to see how VJ Edgecombe is going to play. That's the only thing here. This is his second year. And if you're looking at rookies, man, you see how Edgecombe plays. He has that Kobe explosion. He done hit in the clutch, had 34 in Boston. Listen, Kobe's second year, he had like 15 a game. Edgecombe's first year, he had 16. I know Kobe didn't start, but Edgecombe did. Nobody saying he's going to be better than Kobe. That's too crazy to say. But we talking about a guy that's making an impact similar to or even better than superstars and the way he plays. So this is a guy that's going to be real good. He's going to benefit the most because he's the little young rookie. He ain't here with vets, guys that have been MVPs of the league. And this is the guy that's going to really benefit. Jaylen Brown had the press conference, announced to the Sixers, man, came here. He's talking big, man. And the best thing I heard that he said was, he was like, I don't care. Anybody can be the guy any given night. He said, man, I'm ready to sacrifice. Even Maxey done said it. I mean, this team has got 5 guys who could be the number 1 scorer any night. Anybody can take over the game any night. To hear that they're both bought in early, this could be a very special team. I mean, it's already special on paper. Just think of how when they get together and they all getting along and it's one thing in mind, getting the championship. Because realistically, this is it. It's championship team. It's or bust. Nobody should beat this team. I'm saying 28-2 in the first 30 games, 82 games in the season. Or possibly 28-7 in the first 35 games. This team is just too good, man. 65 wins. All right. We're talking about just how good Joel Embiid is starting to look, getting in shape, skinny, muscles, leg good, he moving around. This was the report from John Clark. This is big, man. We're talking about an MVP, won a gold medal with LeBron, one of the most unstoppable players in the league. The only thing stopping him is injuries. Talk about him. Listen, if he's ready, the way they're talking, all he got to do is play 60 to be real. Like, it's no 82. All he got to do is play 60 games, be healthy for the playoffs. He's one of the most unstoppable players in the league. And to see that he looks like that is big. LeBron James, even talking on LeBron James radio about the team he's with last year, Tyrese Maxey, our point guard, had 28.3 points a game. Jaylen Brown had 28.7 points a game. LeBron James had 20.9 points a game. Joel Embiid had 26.9 points a game. All 4 of these guys are on the same team. It's going to be must-see TV. I know y'all heard about the tickets. All right, we talk about the tickets. I know $19.99 is the NBA record. $1,999 NBA record. Once you hit that point, it's the NBA record. I can imagine what people are going to do on the sidelines. Jesus. NBA record. And that's the cheapest of the tickets. That's the cheap part of the ticket. Y'all act like, no, that's not the high. That's the cheap. It started at $1,999. And I looked at the tax part. It's like 20. I think it's like $2,130 or something like that. But it's crazy. That's for the home game, the opening home game. The opening home, it's a record NBA history. He's also going to play. He's going to play his son, Bronny. excuse me, he's going to play his son Bronny on Christmas. They're going to play the Lakers. So it's Luka versus, that little whatever five they got. Luka's going to be the only guy. I was talking with one cat. He was like, "Yeah, Austin Reeves." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just talking real facts. Austin Reeves is a dog, but we're talking about VJ Escombe. He's not better than anybody on that starting five. He's going to be a guy that makes some, not really. He's going to have to prove it on this lineup right here. He just has to prove it. He's a dog, but you got to prove it. He's not that type of dog for this lineup. But Luka is. And we're looking at Bronny playing his father. It's the first time father and son have played each other ever. This is big. This is big here. Looking at this squad, you're seeing Tyrese Maxey right here. This picture of Tyrese Maxey and LeBron James working out. They got the same. Rich Paul's their agent, Clutch Sports. They're close. He's the reason. He's the big reason why LeBron came. He even said, he was like, listen, it didn't take much for me to say to recruit him. It didn't take them long. They're cool. They're like brothers. That was big. That was huge. That was very huge. Jaylen Brown was the first huge thing. When we got Jaylen Brown, then you can bring in the big fish. It's like, it's like trying to catch a catfish with crickets. When you trying to catch LeBron James, like trying to catch a catfish with crickets. You catch catfish with chicken livers. You try to catch them with crickets. You ain't gonna get no catfish with no chicken livers. And that's what Tyrese Maxey was. Oh, no, that's what Jaylen Brown was. And he was like, okay, he's looking at winning. Then you got Tyrese Maxey coming in, and boom, Rich Paul, agent, money, Bob Myers, Warriors, now Sixers, Mike Gansey, high school, knew each other, high school basketball players. You know what I mean? Like that's, yeah. You know what I mean? So everything was a collective thing here. Right here, the picture of Jaylen Brown he has a TikTok. Because I think it's a TikTok. It was not my bad. Anybody that know about this? He has a show, and I see it on YouTube. He came and he announced his jersey. Got the jerseys coming out. It's gonna be, listen, he's gonna be a dog, man. It's gonna be great to see him play basketball. It's gonna be great to see everybody wanting to come to Philly to see this team, because it's not just LeBron James who's the main attraction. He's just the biggest attraction. Jaylen Brown is an attraction, dog. He's a manager that he's one of them guys. He just won an NBA final. He just won a championship 2 years ago. He was the NBA Finals MVP. That's who we got. All right? Right here, everybody talk about the greatness of LeBron. I get tired of hearing about nonsense. He's the greatest. There's opinions and there's facts. It's great. Jordan is the only great opinion. And you can put other guys in there like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell. You could put the only reason, there's no disrespect to Kobe. The only reason I say Kobe is a baby Jordan. So you could put him there. You could put Kobe in there. But it just don't look like it's going to be him and Jordan like this. Or maybe Jordan's right here. And what are we going to put Kobe at? 3? 4? He's going to be over Kareem. He's going to be over Russell. Russell got 11 rings. He's going to be over Kareem? Who he going to put him over? Okay. Kobe's definitely one of the top 10. But it's some bad boys. Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar. We just got to get real with some things. I think they downplay Oscar Robertson too much. Man, add triple doubles. We'll just see what it is. But Kobe's definitely one of the greatest, and you could definitely say top 5 if you want to. But he's definitely, you can't leave the top 10. But there's other guys you could argue that could be over Kobe. But let's go with 23 20-plus point game seasons. That's what LeBron's had. He's played 24 seasons, and 20 of them have been 20-plus point game seasons. It's crazy, man. 24 seasons. Man's about to be 41. Kevin Durant had 18. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Karl Malone had 17 20-plus point per game seasons. And Michael Jordan and Kobe, surprise, they tied. He's the real baby Jordan. They both had 16, 20-plus point per game seasons. He's like, if anybody knows history about baby Jordan calling, back in the day, everybody coming out after Jordan, that was after 91 when he won the title, they was calling all these guys that was athletic baby Jordan. So the one guy, the first guy, he won 3 slam dunk championships too. He played with the Miami Heat. His name was Harold Miner. He won 3 slam dunk championships. They called him Baby Jordan. They used to call Anthony Peeler there. They tried to make Grant Hill there. They knew that didn't make sense. 2 different players, but he was such a star. They tried to put him there. But the real Baby Jordan is Kobe Bryant. Played just like Jordan, impact like Jordan, 2 snipers. But the only thing that would get you is who Jordan was in his era. He was the best, and he has 6 rings. Like Kobe has 5. So that's where that would go. But LeBron, man, listen, he got 4. He got one with Cleveland, one with Miami, one with the Lakers. He went over to the West Coast, got one. He went down south, got one. Got one in the Midwest, went back home, gave Cleveland the first ever championship. If he get it in the East Coast in Philadelphia, with the only person to get 4 different franchises, 4 championships, and we're talking about another only person to get the 4 on the different coasts, East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest. Now you come to Philly. After 43 years, let us walk down Broad Street over here. Crazy. And then here's a mural here down in Chinatown, y'all. There's already a mural. This ain't the one. This one right here is this is the one down 18th of Fairmont. But there's a mural down by Chinatown. Chinatown has the mural, a new mural of LeBron James. That's crazy. I mean, you see, this is what Philly do. Philly does this. This is what Philly does. I mean, they're gonna support, especially sports. It's on. This is the first one. We're trying to get we're trying to get that one mural. It's crazy because I mean, he ain't even got here yet. He's not even came yet. What are we talking about? Philly is ready for this, man. It's a basketball mecca. In 2030, we're going to have the first WNBA women's. We should have been had that. That's disrespectful. 2030 is a WNBA finally gave Philadelphia. That's disrespectful. All right, we got it. About to show y'all. I want to show y'all this one before we roll out of LeBron James radio. This is crazy. In Chinatown want a piece of that. When Chinatown want a piece of it, when Chinatown want a piece, when the Chinese people want a piece of anything, it means something. That means it's worth something. All right, but definitely it's 2 murals. Like I say, 18th of Fairmont. Anybody want to know? Is 18th of Fairmont is the first one. It's the one you're looking at right now. The other one is going to be in Chinatown. I haven't went down south. I got to get the exact Chinatown this big. I know people that's watching this from Philly like, Chinatown where? What do you mean? I don't know the street, but it's in Chinatown. If anybody from Philly watching this like Chinatown, like that's a street. No, I'm just saying, listen, here we go. Here is the mural right here. This one is in Chinatown. It has William Penn at the bottom. Has LeBron James dunking over William Penn. Man, somebody really put some, and then put the crown right there. That one right there. Oh, man, that right there, crazy. He going to come and take a picture and then both of them. I mean, I want to see if Cleveland got, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Cleveland is LeBron home. Love Cleveland because it's LeBron home. But I want to know if they got 2 murals like this. That's crazy. That's William Penn. Do your history. I ain't got to probably got to tell you who William Penn is in each state. That's crazy. But, man, listen, good show, man. Good to update y'all on things. LeBron James is here. And I want to say more about, we're talking about Ben Simmons and Kevin Love. That could happen. It could happen, man. I think Ben Simmons is. Let me take that back. Ben Simmons is just a matter of time. Just want to strike up the hype, get it going. You see the jump shot videos he's shooting. You see him putting the LeBron James shoes on the Instagram posts. You see him saying LeBron James things. Listen, man. Which Paul talked him up. I think that happens. Kevin Love, we're going to see. I think, because, LeBron James with the Kevin Love wedding. So they like bros. They won a championship together. That's why KCP here. They cool, championship chemistry. I think he get Kevin Love in here too. I'm not for certain, but that just looks like some, because they friends. He going to call him up. Yeah, yo, LeBron, I want to come play with you. Is there any way that can happen? LeBron, all he got to do is knock on the door. Hey, I want Kevin here. Do what y'all gotta do. I'm out. When they door closed, they're gonna be like, all right, who gotta go? I'm just saying, look, I'm just listen, this is the real deal. But when you sit down and they thinking if it's too bad, like they won't sign him, but he's still a productive player. He can play 6'9", he can play the center, he can play the power forward position. So he could play like the third. You could have him as the third center, or you get him and Ben Simmons. You can have him as a third center, or let him play center sometimes when Ben play the four, or Glenn play the five and Kevin play the four. Sometime we got Barlow, they come in sometime, but you got Kevin Love and Ben Simmons taking some time from Dean Wade sometime. Tell you, listen, this team is going to be crazy. They got so many ways they can go. Smmons and Fireline, I keep on telling y'all, watch out for that backcourt. And Dean Wade is going to eat. He's like a baby Kevin Love. He got the same type of games. He's even a better defensive player. And KCP is a good defensive player. It's going to be big, y'all. So listen, we come back next time. This is my 2 episodes for the month. Next one, we're going to come back and talk more about LeBron James, what's going on with the Sixers. Talk about what's the better. The thing is, I want y'all to think about what's a better starting five than this starting five. Like, what can we match up? Can we go Miami? They're not going to be better, but who matches up? The games we're talking about. We're going to talk about the Lakers against the Sixers. We're going to talk about all the games, the Cavs and the Sixers, when he goes to Cleveland. The Boston game, Jaylen Brown, the home game. The one that costs all the money. Yeah, that game. They get the New York game. Who's going to be the winner? So we come back. We will definitely talk about it on LeBron James Radio. I'm out, y'all.